Whoa, 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 whoa. Yes.
Alright, go.
Alright, so game is ready to go. Good luck, have fun, friends. VOShine, it is up to you to fire it up. Set up your voice chats, and I guess we'll see you on the Rift.
Yep.
Alright, thanks, guys.
Peace.
Yeah, we're up to
So
48 viewers. Nice.
That Charmely bomb. We're gonna have to put Charmely on like a 3-game cooldown after he plays once, maybe even a 4-game cooldown.
Oh my goodness, dude! Especially with all the SoundCloud spam. I'm gonna keep it up here. Everyone go to his SoundCloud and check it out because I'm tired of him advertising it. Maybe if he's successful, he'll stop. That's how it works, right?
Yeah.
If he gets what he wants, he'll stop.
Yes, if you appease him. Appeasement is always the correct decision.
We don't negotiate with terrorists, but I'll throw Charmely a bone.
Oh my goodness, man.
Here, where's the SoundCloud? Where's it at?
I don't know. It's gone. It's not in the chat anymore. He can't spam me with it.
Oh well. Alright, so thoughts on this game, key bans, key players, what are we looking for here?
I mean, honestly, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. You gotta ban out Charmely. The range jungler nerfs happened, so I wouldn't expect him to play Nidalee or Vayne jungler, just because of that soft reset. So maybe pick out some hyper scaling assassins or something to ban. Maybe like a Zed or still gotta get the Nidalee. Maybe you have to try take a risk and try to ban him out. All right, am I gonna dare click this SoundCloud?
I don't. I've got no clue what's over there.
If I die, I've opened it. If I die,
I have no clue what's over there, dude. Oh my goodness, I don't know what I've done. Alright, so interesting things come out here. First off, blue team bans out Gankinside's Blitzcrank. That's his favorite champion to play. I don't know if Blitzcrank's like the threat, though. Like there's these moments of brilliance that he has, but at the same time, it is between a sea of, I'm not gonna say stupidity, but I gotta say indecision.
if anything from our games if I learned anything from your and my games with Gankenstein earlier tonight, it was he's kind of not on a roll right now. So I would.
Yeah.
I mean, we love Gankenstein here, but sometimes he's a little bit slower than the average bear.
Yeah. All right.
Ooh, actually, Victor. I like the Victor pick, and I know Gankenstein. I know Gankenstein loves Victor. So that's a nice pickup. Let's see, Draven ban. I don't think that's targeted at anybody.
It's not Marco Smooth who did it. Marco Smooth played a good Jinx, wasn't it? I'm weighing 69 played top lane something, I think.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Oh, you do not give Tannen to Vladimir. That's what I was looking for people to talk about a bit, but it does not get banned out. It stays wide open. And I don't know what Tannen plays a fantastic Vladimir. I'm going to stop doubting the man. He's just got the build down pat.
Yeah, he has such a good understanding of the champion. He's so comfortable on it in almost any matchup. Alright, well, it's not like we haven't... It's not that... That might actually be crucial for Team Gankenstein coming over Charmely. Because we've seen Charmely go down before. It doesn't matter how big it gets. If the rest of the enemy team is huge, he just loses the game sometimes. So... And
that's how it is. You can only carry so much. You know, if the hill is too steep, one cannot carry.
He can't lift twice. He's not lift.
He is not lift.
He is only lift light. So
lift light. Same great flavor, less filling.
That Yasuo effect. He's been literally every single day we haven't been streaming. He's like, "Are you streaming today? I want to play Yasuo mid. I want to play Yasuo mid on stream."
So I would expect as well. Picking up that Zac is going to synergize so well with the Yasuo pick. That's what I was ranking up. Is 90% of it was me facing up against Rivens, and 70% of it was me synergizing with Yasuo's mid. the other, and then there was like 10% Oriana's, and then 20% random stuff.
Alright, so... Tannen, you don't have to apologize for the Vlad pick. We understand. We respect... Like, I don't mind if people play their comfort picks.
Look, go try
I'm all about it.
You're facing him against the Charmely.
Like, even if this wasn't Charmely, I would be fine if you try hard. And, like, especially with these team captain games, we want people to try hard.
Oh, yeah. That's part of the reason why we invented the LowElo draft, or started doing it.
Yeah.
It's because we want to get more involved, more exciting games, and closer games if we can.
Yeah, like, I want team captains to know, like, I know Tannen will play Vlad top if I pick him. And I know that thing is a monster, so I want to pick Tannen.
Yeah.
You know? That's what I want. That's how I foresee LowElo draft going.
Right. And then you also want the enemy team to be able to react to that fact as well. Be like, well,
Yes.
Tannen's probably going to play Vladimir top lane. We either need to figure out an answer to it or ban it.
Yep. And, you know, maybe, like, Mini Stretch always beats Tannen, so you pick Mini Stretch as soon as they pick Tannen. I don't know.
Exactly. It's because Mini Stretch doesn't farm.
He doesn't. He just
hits
headbutts you. He just headbutts you, and that's it. He goes, "Hey, what's up,
Repeatedly.
man? What's up, man?"
It's just, oh my goodness. If you don't hit him back, it's just done.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
The best part is he's so good at the game, but because he trolled so hard when the stream first started, no one wants to pick him.
He's ridiculously good if he plays like Mundo. Like, he will solo carry. It's dumb, but he doesn't. He's just like, it's not fun, man. I'm like, I understand. I know where you're coming from.
Gotta have fun with the game. Ooh, I like this Leona Trist, though. I don't know how good Trist is. I've only seen one Trist since the nerf.
Right.
And I understand that nerf was brutal.
Ooh, they're thinking about Vayne. They're trying to figure out who they want to go here, and honestly, with so many frontal threats between Vladimir ulti, Victor ulti, and then Leona ulti all in front, Vayne should be pretty safe. I say that, but at the same time, Zach's going to be looking to jump directly to the back line and carry Yasuo in as well, and if that happens, there's a good chance that Vayne is going to go down if he doesn't have flash and heal up, because Yasuo is fantastic at sticking to people.
Yeah, but one good thing for the purple team is if this Shaco gets ahead, there are tons of squishy opponents to go for. He can remove Vlad or not Vlad. He can remove Yasuo or Shine. Maybe not Graves because of that passive, but he can pick 2 or 3 people off of his choice in a team fight situation.
Very, very true. And if all else fails as well, Shaco can just result to that split push. It's interesting because they can technically run a very, very good 1-3-1 purple team with this comp. Send Vayne and Shaco off into the side lanes to split, and then clear waves mid lane with Vladimir and Victor. They can one-shot those waves easy.
Yeah, I mean, typically you would want to put Vlad in a split push, just because once he gets to that late game, 5-6 item power spike, no one can stop him, no one can out-sustain him, and no one can duel him.
That's true.
But I do think Shaco would be better served in a split push than Vladimir.
Yeah, pop that ulti, get double the damage on the turret, and then just force it over, pretty much.
So let's look at... Yasuo has tons of synergy on the other team. Nami is great with a Yasuo pickup. We see the jungle Zac coming in. That's fantastic. So there's plenty of opportunity for him, too. It might be a little hard to land onto Vayne just because of that tumble and the Leona peel. So I mean, it's Charmely, dude. I don't know what to expect. He's been hyping up this Yasuo pick for so long.
I mean, if there's a champion you want to pick up to rank up with, Yasuo is probably one of the best picks you can make. Because there are so many options open to you on things you can just do to other people that are just disgusting.
Disgusting.
It's really... Oh my goodness, it's not fun.
Nope.
Too many tales of me playing Trundle top and then a Yasuo showing up. I'm like, I thought you were mid. Nah, it's me. And then he's just like in and out before I can even auto attack him. I'm just like, it's like trying to swat a mosquito. You are really quick.
Yep, really slippery. Just can't do anything. Oh my goodness, man. So, I don't know anything about the Vlad or the Victor Yasuo matchup. Not a thing.
Here's the thing. Every matchup against Yasuo is a skill matchup.
That's
if
true.
If you have enough skill, you will win. But I don't know what else to say about it. That's just how it is, and that's why Charmberlain is probably going to be why he's picking up Yasuo, is because you can, if you're good enough at Yasuo, you can legitimately do whatever you want. And it's scary to say that, but that's just the fact of the matter. Same thing goes with Zed. If you're good enough at Zed, you can pretty much do whatever you want.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, let's talk about non-Charmely things for a minute. We have Vayne Leona versus Nami Graves. I actually really like the Graves Nami matchup, or the Graves Nami side of this matchup, just because Nami, if she levels her W at level 1, she'll be able to harass Marco Smooth out of the lane so that he can't do the level 2 all-in cheese, and Graves with his armor passive is going to always be able to outduel Vayne, assuming Leona doesn't get the jump on him at full health.
Right.
So if played correctly, this should be heavily in blue team's favor.
Yeah, for sure. That bubble is going to be key in this lane as well. The second that Leona goes in, you can use it as a defensive bubble, or if you are lucky enough to land a bubble onto Vayne. She's a slippery ADC. But if you can do that, the burst damage coming out of Graves will be significant.
Yes, I mean, one thing you don't want to do as a Nami is you're not trying to bubble Vayne before she uses her tumble. You're just trying to harass Leona out of lane. That's it. Like, there's no other reason to do anything else. So, Yep.
So we are going to go ahead and get into this loading screen here. Looking at these comps, there's a huge amount of AoE, like we said before, on red side. They're going to be looking for these team fights overall. Split push if it comes down to it, like we said before. Shaco fantastic at crushing those turrets. Vladimir fantastic at just clearing out waves and forcing minions up. And Vayne honestly does a significant amount of damage to towers. If she can get to them, she does have a little bit of trouble pushing the waves up, but there are items in the game to take care of that fact. Blue team, they've got the Zac Yasuo ulti synergy. Outside of that, they've got a decent pick comp, I guess. Nami Bubble Yasuo, Zac Yasuo, Burst coming out of Gangplank, or Graves. And honestly, if Gangplank gets big enough, Gangplank is one of the champs who, once again, can kind of do whatever he wants. That parlay crit is enormous.
I mean, looking at blue team, I don't see really any team synergy aside from, like, we want a 5v5 and we want to do it now.
Yeah.
And to do that, they picked 5 lane bullies. I mean, it's just gonna be about whether or not blue team can take an early goal lead and then start finding early team fights. Because if they can't, like we said, there's a lot of scaling and a lot of outplay potential for the red team.
There definitely is. I think the play for blue is going to be get Charmely big.
Yep.
Send in the Zac. Hope you hit a key target. If you do, you pretty much win the fight.
Yep.
At the same time, though, if Tannen is big enough, he can counter victory.
Yes. So I want to talk about what are the points of who are the champions that if they do not succeed are just going to completely hinder their team.
All right.
And when I'm talking about that, I'm looking at like Shaco, for example.
Yeah, if Shaco gets behind early, he's pretty heavy dead weight. Yeah,
he's garbage.
Because you can't team fight, you can't crush the turrets efficiently, and then you're just kind of stuck. You also can't 1v1 anyone, so you kind of give up the core of what you are. Looking at blue side as well, if Gangplank gets behind, and if he's forced to go like magic resist and tanky stats, why are you here? Like, you'll be able to throw down an ulti every so often for the slow and some damage, but honestly, there's a lot of different people you can pick for a slow and some damage.
Yeah, so we're looking at one champion for each team that if they do not get gold, they're gonna be trashed this game, right? Like, nothing about the players, just the champions are not designed to do anything without gold.
Very, very true.
Gankenstein.
Ooh, almost gets dashed on there.
Oh my goodness. Forces the dash on Yasuo. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing.
Yeah. Dash first on Yasuo is okay. It does have that damage ramp up on it. Gives you mobility in the lane as well, and helps you push out a little bit sooner because you can do damage to each minion to force the wave up faster than you could with Q sometimes.
You know, the most frustrating thing about Yasuo is that stupid shield, dude.
Yep.
You can't trade against him. You can't just like casually auto him every now and then because that shield is always up. Ooh, Marco Smooth and DD Light come in and try to harass them off the double golems. Unfortunately, they're not able to find any sort of angle, so they're just kind of forced back.
definitely there. X-Brain versus Tannin in the top lane. Tannin just going ahead and getting that blood transfusion going on here.
Yeah, I'm worried about GP in this matchup. Because GP is all about getting an unfair trade with this parlay and then backing up. But Tannin can just immediately blood transfer back as long as he does not use that for any...
Charmely in the mid lane making fantastic usage of this Yasuo dash, letting the damage ramp up, then going in for a couple of auto attacks, dashing back out, making sure he just plays it calm and collected. And it's really paying off for him here.
Yeah, Charmley is running over this mid lane. Hopefully Gank's going to be able to pick up most of this farm under the tower.
That is the hardest thing that I've ever done in my life. Trying to CS under turret as an AP carry. I can't your autos do no damage, dude. I don't know how they do it. Like, I just walk away. I'm like, no, I'm not even gonna try to play this game. Exactly. It's not even worth it. Oh my goodness.
It's just not fun. Like, that's the problem. Yeah, Tannin top.
Yeah, Tannin. I was gonna say, Carrots were up in the chat asking if we're gonna do another game. Yes, this is only game 2, so we are going to be doing more. Tell your friends, get them in here. I'm
still willing to just drop the stream and play League of Legends. I mean, that's always a thing. So in this bot lane, I'm actually a little disappointed we're not seeing more damage being done to Vioshine at the moment. Or Marco Smooth. Vioshine's being a little bit squeamish with his poke onto Marco Smooth. Because especially at level 1, level 2, you can just... You're not worried about dying. Oh my goodness, Tannin in the top lane.
Just dominating forward here. He's had to pop 1 potion, but honestly, he's not too worried about it. Gangplank also sitting on that flask means he's not going to do too much damage because of the lack of AD that you would get from like a Doran's Blade or something, but the sustain's going to be worth it.
Yep, no, I agree. Zenith Blade misses in the bot lane. Marcus Smooth just eating autos right now. This is what I want to see. Just whack her. She can't do anything.
Yeah, just hit her. Not that minion. Hit her.
Yeah, just get her. Just get her.
Yeah, just hit her a couple times.
Best way to stop Leona is just whack her in the face.
Yeah.
Sometimes with the fish. Oh, Tannin goes a little deep, catches a tower shot, gets the slow on GP, the raised morale comes in, Parlay comes up too, but I don't really think... Yeah, X-Brain's not able to do anything, puts the ward down, it's kinda... Nothing happened. As Tannin just eats a pot and moves on with his life.
Out of mana, mid lane, Charmley looking for the kill on the gank side. Good dash forward, Ignite comes out, he will clean up the kill. Shaco shows up, throws a knife out of his pocket, and just picks up the scumbag clean kill.
Yeah, but you know what? All in all, that's about an even trade. First blood money versus the second kill plus assist money coming in for Shaco plus Gankenstein. They might be able to Dragon. No, they're just going to pick off the ward in front of Dragon Pit.
Yep. Alright, Marco Smooth in between Alexander Pendrag and Vioshine. Honestly, Alexander's a little bit low. They will not be able to pick up this kill, though they know that Zaxxa's passive up, and he will be able to sustain throughout the fight quite well. X-Brain in the top lane, really out of mana, out of health, out of Capri Sun drinks, and he's going to be stuck looking at this Blood Man in the face.
But he's going to take advantage of his teleport, go back, get an item, reset his Capri Suns.
Yeah, just get the snack packs out.
Yep. I mean, that's just... When your opponent does not have a teleport, you need to abuse the fact that you do. I'm not sure what he's waiting on. Maybe he's lagging?
No, I think he's trying to... dagger? No, use your... no, I guess it's not worth it. No, I wouldn't have... I wouldn't have taken
dagger.
That one.
You don't... Okay.
It's alright. Mid lane Charmely going in deep on Gankenstein. Gankenstein forced the flash out of the tornado damage there, but going back to this buy, why the dagger?
You need to auto attack to take advantage of the attack speed, and you're never getting in range to do that. Tannin is just wrecking you before you get up close, and then he pulls away, and this dagger never does anything. It feels like a waste of 450 gold.
I would have gone boots and a couple more potions, yo.
I mean, if you want an offensive item, get a crit glove. You know, it's a much better item.
I feel like it's much too late for a crit glove. Tannin's already sitting on the Seeker's arm guard. He's going to be stacking up that armor. It's gonna be rough. Uh-oh. Jump in the bottom lane, goes through. Good jump in from Alexander Pendrak. Bubble does not land. Marco Smooth in 3v1 now. DD Light turns back around looking for some damage, but actually gets chunked out by that buckshot from Graves and forced to just disengage. Taken down to about a 4th HP. Mid lane, Charmeleon dashing through, gets in a dash, a Q, and then hits the ulti before the man hits the ground. Oh my goodness.
That is so frustrating. Pings come down on the dragon. Good call out of blue team. There's no way the bottom lane can contest when they're at half health. But that was amazing engage by Charmeleon. And Yasuo was a stupid champion.
That's pretty quick.
So we were talking about points of failure. What does Victor do without gold? At least he has the stun bubble, right?
Yeah, you throw down the stun bubble and pray to God someone's in it long enough for them to get stunned.
I mean, at least, so long as Gank, I feel, as long as he invests in early penetration, he'll always be able to contribute a little bit in team fights, just because of the way Victor's Hex Core works, but I just don't know.
He needs gank pressure in mid lane. Is what needs to happen. Shaco's gonna have to come up, camp this lane, and camp it hard. Take out this Charmeleon, because otherwise you are gonna be looking at a fed Yasuo this game.
I mean, at this point, do you swap Gankenstein and Tannen? Tannen's already itemized to deal with the fed Yasuo. He's got that, he's got that Seeker's Arm Guard. He's got 63 CS. They're pretty even in gold and combat stats. And Victor and GP are about even. Do you just swap and call it good?
That's probably a good call, honestly. I feel like Tannen could last much better against Yasuo, especially with that pool being able to dodge out of any of the knockups as long as he reacts quick enough. I'd make that decision for sure.
Okay, I mean, yeah, I hope we see that. Oh my goodness, Gankenstein just getting murdered.
Goodness, this is not where he wants to be at. Just Charmeleon has all the pressure in this lane. Shaco looks like he wants to come around and possibly make something happen. If he doesn't do it quickly, though, it's going to be too late. Marco Smooth shows up and tries to make the gank happen. Good flash out of Charmeleon, dodges away from that Zenith blade, and knowing Charm, he's going to stick around and still look for a kill. This could be an opportunity for Shaco to make some magic happen.
Yeah, I mean, and Shaco's already in a position to do this, so I probably wouldn't try to contest the blue. Throws the ward down, that scares Alexander Pendrak off, but there is a fight going on as Tannen runs through the enemy tripod.
Yep, trying to get away here. Throws down the ulti. I'm winning 69 shows up, pops ulti here. This could be a kill onto X Brian. It is. Alexander Pendrak gets low. Actually goes down. He will not take any turret shots, but you're facing against a Vladimir here, and this passive is useless against Vladimir.
Oh my god.
He takes 4 times damage.
Super effective.
Yeah.
I'm a little. I don't know what to think of this game because Tannen is huge. We saw this last time we had our stream up, Friday, one of our few games on Friday, where Tannen played Vladimir, and we asked ourselves, is Tannen going to be big enough to carry this game? And the answer was yes. It didn't matter the fact that the enemy mid lane was more fed than Tannen. So I'm wondering if Tannen's going to be able to do it again. Or do we believe in the magic power that is Charmeleon?
I don't know. This Tannen... I've seen this Tannen Vladimir... Oh, dear God, it's scary. Alright, I'm winning 69, trying to show up to get something happening here. He actually just gets chunked down, turns around, good damage comes out of Charm, ignites ticking, he picks up a double kill at the same time. Oh my goodness.
So, I don't know if you caught that, but the box comes down. It was actually really good box placement out of Shaco, but Charmeleon dashes to it and kills it before it can set. He just auto-attacks it and then kills Shaco.
Oh boy, not good times for that. Alright, the lane swap needs to have happened in the past, and I think we're past the point of no return.
Oh my god. I don't know. I mean, because Tannen already has that fully stacked Seeker's Arm Guard, he can probably show up in the mid lane and survive. They need to do it. They need to do something.
They've got to get somebody on this Charmeleon.
Because otherwise, at this point, Charmeleon's got a free pass to just roam and influence other lanes. Nice wave comes in on the Marco Smooth and Vayne. Leono does disengage, but it's not quite enough as Graves dashes forward and picks her off.
Really good play there by Alexander Pendrak. He pulled off the Zac insect, where you E onto somebody, flash forward, and ulti, and then it bounces you back, or bounces the enemy back towards your team. And it's just so good for engaging.
I like it.
Because it also simultaneously splits up anyone else from helping them. It's beautiful.
Right. That's really, really nice Zac play. I'm winning as invisible behind Alexander Pendrak. I don't know if Alexander can get away. Nice hop over the wall. Gankenstein comes in. Does get it with his Q, too. There is no Zac passive because of that earlier death in the tri-brush.
Yeah, it's got a pretty long cooldown. Problem with this is that now Gankenstein has reset his gold value, and Charmely will get even larger, most likely.
Yeah, oh my goodness. Gankenstein, or not Gankenstein, but X-Brain looks like he's going for a Runon's Hurricane?
I think that's a Wit's End.
Okay, that could be a Wit's End, which would explain the dagger pickup. Still don't agree with it.
Yeah. Hex Drinker at the minimum, but you don't want to go aggressive because you're behind. So it's a rough situation.
I don't know. Oh my goodness, Marco Smoot gets found by Charmely in the jungle. Exhaust comes down. Wind Wall doesn't matter as Charmely changes target and goes on Gankenstein.
Dear God.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this Tannen gets top lane. Again, the question is Tannen going to be able to handle Charmely?
I don't know. I don't know how these two champions interact. I see, a fed Yasuo and a fed Vladimir go up against each other so rarely that I've got no way to really tell you.
I don't think I've ever seen it happen before because Vladimir is a champion that's just not played in the current meta.
Right.
So and Vladimir can get AP by building defensive stats. He can get HP. He can get armor, so he's not gonna. It's gonna be very unlikely where he will immediately die to Yasuo burst. So he can trade very heavily and very favorably against Charmely. So I just don't know how this is gonna work.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting because Charmely can do a significant amount of damage, but at the same time, Tannen can delay or deny so much of it. That pool.
Yeah, and if he gets that, if he goes for a second item Zonya's Hourglass, it's gonna be even worse.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see this. That's kind of why I wish they had already swapped, but I understand also just putting all your eggs in one basket and allowing Tannen to get as much gold in the top lane as possible.
Charmely dashes forward 4 different times and then gets to Gankenstein immediately. Gank just forced to stand still, essentially. Tannen shows up to try to stop the bleeding. Funnily enough, he's actually not going to engage on Charmely, even though he's half HP. Tornado comes out, and they're not going to be looking for any fight there, as the knockup does not land.
Yep, red team very, very importantly gets that dragon, despite the collateral damage wave combo. And the GP ult as an attempt to steal it. So good play out of red team. They did lose Shaco in the process, though. Yeah, that was that Wit's End on GP, man. I do not see how this is going to help at all.
He needs so many different things right now that he just cannot afford. And here we go. Tannen shows up, E comes out, he clears out 3 minions in the middle of trying to get to GP. GP runs up to the brush here, but mid lane Charmely throwing out the tornado directly onto Gangplank there. It does land, but not enough damage to actually take him down. Flash out of X-Brain, he just gets chunked out. It will not finish him off before he hits the brush there, and he does get taken down eventually. DD Light on the bottom side, looking for the kill on Exalted. Third strike, along with that flash, will pick up that kill.
That was actually a really nice play out of DD Light. He baited Graves into coming forward for creeps right there by backing off. Oh my goodness, in this mid lane, or this red buff, I'm winning, barely gets away with his invisibility. But really good play out of DD Light right there. He baited Graves forward by starting to disengage and then flash forward while the third strike, or the second strike was still on Graves, getting that flash auto for lethal damage on Graves. Just really, really good play. One thing we haven't considered is the fact that, oh my goodness, Gankenstein probably just going to die here as the Chilling Smite comes in. No? Maybe? Is Charmely? No. Charmely is not merciful. Vayne is a hyper carry. This is a thing. She just has to exist in the game for this to be a problem for Charmely. So a combination of a semi-fed Vayne and a huge Tannen. The fight's going on in the mid lane.
Yeah, definitely. Charmely 1v1 against Tannen and is not able to take him down immediately. Tannen just doing so much damage to him there. He's so tanky. Bottom side of the map, Exalted takes out DD Light on the back of that Nami ultimate. And mid lane, They finally pick up this Charmley. They get the shutdown gold. X-Brain just comes in with the gun. It does negative damage.
It does.
Tannen walks away. Oh my goodness. Just so much damage going down on X-Brain here. Alexander Pendrak jumps in, bounces him under turret. Smite comes down. He gets popped into passive for him here. And this is the part where, you know, you have to be super sad as Zach because, like I said, 4 times damage. Not much you can do about it.
No, you just gotta die a second time. It's a little sad. I don't know. Alright, so we saw the fight. We finally saw the fight between a 8-2 Yasuo just getting murdered by the 2-0. He was 2-0 at that point in the game. Yasuo could not stand toe-to-toe against Tannen.
Yeah, Tannen's just so big right now. Looks like Red Team trying to force down this mid lane turret. Tannen, you know, electing to do some damage to the enemy as he knows he's not getting significant damage down to the tower.
Yeah, not with his 82 AD. He's sure not. But Charmley walks forward into a weird spot. Nice stun bubble out of Gankenstein. I don't know. Gank's in trouble, man.
Ooh, Exalted goes down. Looks like Tannen's going to be the focus target here. Good ulti comes out. He pulls underneath, looking for Exalted. He does not pick up the kill, but he does actually pick it up on the back end with the ulti. Problem is, Charmley is still up and completely blows away. Actually, Graves gets blown away by that ulti, but Charmley blows away, I guess, Tannen. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that was a 5v4. And unfortunately, Tannen was at half health at the start of the fight and in a really awkward spot. Charmley's in trouble, actually, as he's standing on top of Ward and didn't realize it. Windwall comes out on a weird angle. He's going to just go down so long as, nope, the attack move was real and hit the chicken instead of Charmley.
Yeah, Charmley now pushing the wave up, knows he can't be caught right now. And he's looking to just get away from this fight. Vayne's still on the hunt here. Along with Leona, Ward comes out. Marco Smooth has found out Shine. DD Light goes in and actually tumbles in for the kill. Charmley, walking through this tri-brush, walks over a Ward, doesn't care. And these minions will not take him down. They are thirsty. The thirst is real. Gankenstein, DD Light, and Marco Smooth show up. Knockup lands and actually saves his life along with his passive shield. Marco Smooth still looking for the kill. Zenith Blade gets dodged out, dashed through. Exhaust will seal the kill here, though. And it looks like X-Brain shows up with that Wit's End.
Yeah, but Gankenstein's still in that Wit's End, dude. I don't...
This Wit's End is making me sad right now. It's making me real sad. Alexander Pendrak just jumps on him, just... tries to save Gangplank's life. Does not happen.
Yep. Oh my goodness. Maybe over-chasing a little bit for the kills right there was Marco Smooth, but he did end up getting Charmley, so, you know, worth. Whole time Tannen's pushing in top lane. Love to see it. He probably needs to just split push now and let his team wave clear, because it's gonna take 2 or 3 people to take Tannen down, as we've seen. And yeah, top tower goes down. Dragon comes up in 31 seconds. Maybe take this tower and start running down there if you're Tannen.
I would definitely look for something like that for sure. He's not going to be able to get this next one, not on his own. It's going to take so long for it to happen. He's just going to let that minion push do some of the work for him while he leaves. He does get spotted out. He's going to start trying to do some work on this mid lane one. Doesn't get it. Tannen actually hunted down by Charmley. Good auto attacks are going down. Ulti comes out from Tannen. He actually pulls, but the amount of healing that comes out from Shine is going to keep him alive there. Oh my goodness. If Shine wasn't there, I think Tannen would have won that 1v1.
Yeah, good. Really good ignite. Really clutch ignite onto Gankenstein. Just barely goes down. Alexander Pendrak gets picked up too. As the Nami wave. Yeah.
Light getting bounced up there by the Nami ultimate. Exalted shows up and just bursts him out to pick up a double. Marco Smooth now in trouble. Knockup from Charmley will give a triple to Exalted there. And now blue team's free to push forward. Pings are going out saying, hey, let's get this turret. We've got 4 people down. Let's use this window of opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, so all of that started with Tannen just going into a weird path to try to get back to the mid lane. He cut between the tower and the... I don't know what you would call that. The path between the death bush and the tower. But it put him in a really weird 2v1. Shine did not respect the 1v1 duel that we wanted. And that heal, like you said, did end up turning the fight.
You're right.
So, I don't know. But Shaco got the dragon while all that chaos was going on. So, good objective control of the red team, even though they gave up a stack of kills for it.
Yeah, they definitely did. Blue team, though, looking... This is some of the... this is a pretty close game. Despite the 5k gold lead, as long as red team can get grouped and get some of this ult synergy down, they're going to be in a good position, especially if Tannen's free to focus down this Yasuo. I say that, and Genkenstein gets picked out in a instant. A blink of an eye, he goes down, and now blue team's going to be looking to push forward directly onto this inhibitor with the threat of the Victor ulti down, and really that stun. I think the stun from Victor is a little bit more threatening than his ulti is right now. Tannen making sure he trades back, Zenith Blade landing onto Charmley, good stun will land out here too as well. The E from Tannen actually gets blocked out, Exalted left alone here, crits out Vayne here, and actually I'm winning 69, gets onto Graves, turns around, pops him in the face with the pellet gun, and it looks like the Vladimir ulti finally goes down. Marco Smooth now just in the mix, and blue team will walk away with the victory. Oh my goodness.
I mean, for a 4v5, going 4 for 2 is not terrible, but considering your opening salvo was removing Charmley from the fight, that's not at all the way I expected this to go. Red team needs to start playing a little bit more back, a little bit safer, and just focusing on wave clear in this situation. Because if they can just peel for Tannen and allow Tannen to do... Because the thing about Vladimir is he doesn't do large bursts of damage often. He's more of a machine gun mage, if that makes sense.
Right.
He just needs time. He's kind of like Ryze. He just needs time. Oh my goodness.
Genkenstein not doing enough damage to clean up his kill here, but DD really on the hunt, looking to see if he can pick this up. E comes out from Alexander Pendragon's going to create a little bit of distance for him. X-Brain, turn and shoot him, man! Save your boy! Thank you! Oh my goodness. You've got the red buff slow, and you've got the Grog Soak Blade to slow down that DD Light just enough. Charmley really hungry here. He does have the IE though, so he's going to chunk down I'm Winning to Death Point immediately. Zenith Blade blocked out by Wind Wall, as well as that, oh my goodness, just blown up right there.
So,
getting a little bit too ballsy.
That was amazing. Leona had her stun prop, and Charmley flashed to get the Q for the knockup on Marco Smooth, but Marco Smooth had actually A-moved while it was going on, while his stun was popped, so as soon as he was in range, he just got stunned and died.
Yeah,
that was a good
true.
move.
Exalted looking for the kill on Marco Smooth. He will pick it up with that buckshot there with the help of Gangplank. Blue team really looking like they're starting to take advantage of this game. Exalted doing a fantastic job of getting these auto attacks down on key targets. I'm Winning 69 going in for the greed kill. Will pick it up with the help of Vayne's crit there. X-Brain throws out the weakest pistol shot I've seen in my entire life, and he gets slammed against the wall with that condemn.
Finger fumble Ruski on the flash right there. Doesn't quite make it over the wall. That wall is thick. That's a really hard flash to hit.
Yeah, you got to be precise. You got to be really flush up against that, or else you will not go anywhere.
It was a good try, good attempt on the flash, but even then I don't think it would have saved his life. Yeah. So these fights are chaotic, man.
They are haphazard. They're ridiculous.
Haphazard is a really good way to put that.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm Winning 69 combined with Tannen, looking to get some decent damage down on this turret. The Shago clones are doing absolute work of this thing. Box comes out, they're gonna knock it over. I'm Winning 69 behind enemy lines. Tannen looking for the kill on the Charmley. Genkenstein's got the Electrical Storm following him. Good ulti comes out of Charmley. Alexander Pendragon which will help pick up a kill on Genkenstein. Tannen still in the middle of the team, gets a pull away from the fight though. Zach gets his passive pop, heal from Vayne, will try to save Marco Smooth. Oh! Tannen turns back around, getting some good damage down. Bubble actually lands on him and Marco Smooth. Alexander Pendragon jumps back into the team, but this DD Light Vayne is doing so much damage. He crit like 3 times in a row there.
Yeah, we're seeing a very interesting Vayne build. Most Vaynes go for that Bork for the additional slow, but these crits are coming up huge, man.
They are enormous right now, and you typically say IE Static Shiv is more of a team fighting build, whereas the the Blade of the Ruin King's more of a dueling build. So he's really got some faith in his front line here between Tannen, Gank, Marco Smooth. To really just keep him protected so that he doesn't have to really isolate these targets, and he can just force shots into whoever's in front.
Yeah, Vayne DD Light has been kind of unmolested in all of these team fights so far, so... Oh my goodness. Gank is also, despite having almost no gold, he is landing these stun bubbles where they matter, and he's getting as much damage. This is what you need to do when you're behind. You're not trying to be a damage mage, you're just trying to use your kit as effectively as possible. Yeah. And it's working. There are two people that are lacking gold in this game. Gankenstein on Victor and X-Brain on GP. And GP's just not doing anything at the moment because he's just now ramping into tank stats. And Gankenstein, though, every single team fight is stunning 1 to 2 people.
That definitely is. Return Elastic Slingshot coming out of Alexander Pendrag there. Does not get the stun on Tannen. Tannen says, screw it, let's go for it. Gankenstein in the brush here, if he's not careful, he could get picked out. And they're looking to just knock this over. Alexander Pendrag does not charge his E up fast enough. Zoning comes out here. Zenith Blade onto Marcos or Shine. Wave comes out and a double bubble. Charmley lands up in the middle of the fight, takes out 2 instantly, and now Alexander Pendrag just jumping on everybody here. Tannen's still up, finally goes down and actually takes out Charmley with him there. That ulti pop on the back end did so much.
That was so patient by Charmley right there. There were actually 2 before Charmley ulted in that final situation. He passed up 2 situations. There was a single Nami bubble at the start of the fight, and that only hit 1 person, and Charmley didn't go. There was a Nami wave that hit, I think, 2 people, and Charmley didn't go. He waited until DD Light finally got knocked up from his Q, and then he went. And it mattered. You know, we were just talking about how Vayne has not been molested in these team fights, and she got executed, and that fight was over.
Yep, just very, very patient play. Honestly, at this point in the game, with that middle inhibitor down, that's going to open up a lot of this map for Blue Team. They're going to go ahead and pick up a huge amount of this farm. Ping's going down from Red Team. They're cautious, wondering, hey, is Blue Team doing the Baron? They will spot them out there at this red buff, though, so they know that it's not being done quite yet. Double Ward goes into the brush for the HD vision. Will not
they don't
be
have
what
their 3D glasses on, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe Vayne does. Maybe Vayne does.
Yeah,
I can't tell.
Vayne probably does. Those are 3D. I believe.
3D.
Victor's probably got some too.
Yeah, just maybe. Look at that face. But looks like we're gonna finally see the split push coming in. Shaco runs in. That bot lane tower is it's only at 700 hit points. He's gonna try to force some pressure. Maybe draw Charmley. Maybe draw GP in this bot lane, and see if his team can win a 4v4. Yeah, I agree with this play, 100%, because Shaco's not doing anything otherwise.
Yeah, he's really not here, and he's really got a good split push build going on. Teleports directly into the X-Brain. X-Brain's so tanky, though, able to just eat these hits and not really care about what happens to him. Tannen going up into the top lane as well. I'm not sure if they want to split up that much, because Tannen is kind of the core of this team. Bottom lane, that turret does go down. I'm winning 69, having to just jump out of this fight as quickly as possible. Flash forward and gets the lucky crit off of that, what is that, 18% crit chance to pick up that kill.
I mean, good play by X-Brain, though. He realizes that he has minions tanking. Yeah, he has minions tanking for him, so he goes for the tower, and he gets it. That's what you want right now, because now he has 2 open inhibitors to try to snipe later in the game. So, let's see. Can his team, or can Red Team win this 5v4? Or at the very least, can they stall it out? They should be able to with the presence of inhib towers, but if they let super minions go too deep, they're going to be in trouble.
They definitely will be, especially with the... I was going to say the amount of tankiness that this Zac is, but honestly, he doesn't have too many items. What's his gold count? He's sitting on 1,400? Where's the rest of it? He's only got 44 farm. That's what it is.
Yeah. He's pretty far behind in the farm. He's just been trying to team fight. As we do see, he is 2, 5, and 10. He's been all in every single fight that he can be. But man, you need to, when you're jungling, you need to try to farm somewhere on the map.
Yeah, you got to make sure you keep that movement efficiency up. Every time you pass a camp, knock it over. Especially on Zac, it's pretty quick to do it, and at little to no health cost.
Tannen finds Charmley and Exalted, gets half of Exalted's health for free. Oh my goodness. Tannen, you're a monster, dude.
Definitely is. Red Team making the executive decision to look towards this Baron buff. There is a ward sitting on it. Tell me they've got a pink to work on this thing, or a scan. They are just going to go for it here. Zac turns back around and he's going to come through that banana brush. Yasuo rushing it to get in position. They actually turn back around. They do not finish it off. Zac jumps into the middle of the enemy team here, and this is going to be the start of the fight. Baron goes down. Shaco manages to pick up the buff. Red Team is just all over the place, and Blue Team is just getting murdered.
I love that decision. They saw the giant wave on the bot lane inhibitor. There was maybe 2 or 3 cannon minions in that top wave, so 2 people had to go answer that. It was going to be a 5v4. Oh my god!
Charmly knocks over I'm Winning immediately there and looks towards DD-Light. DD-Light makes it past him, though, and gets to the rest of his team. Just safety in numbers is where you've got to be at. Otherwise, you will get picked off by Charm.
Charmley's probably kicked himself for even igniting right there. He took I'm Winning 69 down without even, like, the knockup combo. He didn't.
Oh my goodness. Genkinstein gets knocked over immediately by the buckshot from Graves. Tannen just chunking down Charmley now. He's hit that critical mass point where he's so tanky and doing so much damage at the same time. It's really ridiculous. Charmley looking for an in on this fight. He wants the knockup from Zach to be able to do some work, but he's not going to find it here. Dash 1, dash 2. Tannen turns around immediately, says, no, Charm. Back it up. Back it up, my friend. Chunks him down to a 5th health, but the rest of his team is not helping him out. Good pull will deny the kill for a little bit here. Pops back up, and a crit along with a static shiv proc from Graves will knock him over.
I actually really like Tannen's suicide play there. It probably wasn't necessary, but they absolutely could not lose all 3 members there. If they did, they were definitely giving up Dragon. They might have even been risking the game, considering how tanky GP and Zach are. They could have just rushed straight for the Nexus Towers.
Oh my goodness. DD-Light doing so much damage in this fight, actually dodges out of the knockup from Zach. He needs to get this auto attack down on Alexander Pendrak. He does get it. Dashes into Charmley, though, and Charmley 2-shots him. Genkinstein looking for the return kill. He gets knocked over immediately, and now it's going to be blue team with the opportunity to knock over this Dragon. They have to be quick about it, though. They've got 2 inhibitors down, and Super Minions pushing down their base, or pushing towards their base in the mid lane.
So that's never what you want to see happen. You never want to be Vayne and tumble forward, and there's a Yasuo there. Little bit greedy of Vayne to go for that kill. Probably wanted to pick up kill on Alexander Pendrag while she had some frontline support on her. Nah, he can do it. Tana's there, man.
Oh, he's got the Thornmail.
Yeah, man.
Oh, never mind. My friend. Welcome to the Thornmail family. And especially versus Charmley, who was denouncing our people.
Yeah. I mean, that's if you play against Charmley, build a Thornmail. He loves that item.
Toss that Thornmail up there.
Every one of you get a Thornmail. All of you.
Exactly. Tannen, is that the Ohm Wrecker? Ohm Wrecker hype, my friends.
But there's no towers to ohm. There's nothing to wreck.
It doesn't matter. The stats are too efficient in this game. Kazak's not really a threat. I mean, he's tanky, but honestly, he's not doing any damage. He can be ignored. As long as you're going against Yasuo and Graves, you're golden.
That's true. I mean, it is CDR, it is health regen. That's going to help him so much in these team fights. It's so funny.
Yeah.
See that item when there's 3 towers left on the map for blue team.
Yeah, honestly, he could have gone for like a Sunfire Cave. That would probably be a better pickup.
Yeah, at this point in the game, oh my goodness. Alexander Pendrag, I don't know why you're not dead, sir.
He is behind enemy lines, and Blorpin is what he turns back around. He gets spotted out by a pink ward here. They could turn around at any moment, but team fight's going on. Next Brain goes down immediately in the beginning of the fight. Exalted throws out the ultimate to pick up I'm Winning 69. Zenith Blade over the wall. Not sure if you want to be here. Marcos moved in the middle of good stun goes down! Oh my goodness! Tannen shows up to the fight, gets the ulti down, and she turns back around onto Genkinstein, but the pop from the ulti will take him out before he can get the damage down. The sunshine
of the Genkinstein. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness, the sunshine to save the day there.
That was a beautiful panel. Holy moly. Zach pops in too. Genkinstein. Like, are they gonna live?
Oh my goodness. It looks like blue team's holding out as best they can here. A good short hop from Zach is going to put Tannen in the middle of 3 people. Bubble comes out, but Azonia's Hourglass is going to keep him alive just a little bit longer. One more crit though, will knock Tannen over.
Alright, so that fight, they probably should have just taken the inhibitor and backed up. They got a little greedy, but the Ohm Wrecker was on cooldown, so they probably wanted just to back up. After killing the inhibitor, now blue team has to deal with the double super minion waves. So, that was incredible. That was so funny. Rihanna goes through the doggy door, says, "Can I come too, man?"
Exactly.
Gets the double ult onto the key targets onto Charmley, and they just get the 3rd inhibitor off of the back of that, man.
Oh my goodness.
I love it, man.
Beautiful.
And, GP getting the Thornmail. Oh my goodness, Thornmail's everywhere, dude.
Thornmail hype? It just shuts people down so hard.
Yeah, we're starting to get to that 6-item point too, guys, and we're seeing Vayne, instead of going for a defensive item, is probably going to be going for that Bork, which I agree with now that, especially now that GP is getting that stupid freaking Thornmail. You need as much lifesteal as you can get. Or, wait, what does he got? Oh, he went double attack speed item, so it's going to be either a Bork or a Bloodthirster.
Yeah, Bloodthirster's probably going to be the better option, just because the amount of attack speed he's already got. I don't think he's going to need much more.
What's that cap?
He's not at cap with just those two. You usually need like 3 items to hit cap.
Yeah, I mean, he might go Bloodthirster because Vayne at attack speed cap is just horrifyingly scary.
Right.
Looks like Red Team's just going to try to reset the inhibitors and then back up and maybe take Baron. I would not disagree with that play. Take advantage of your own wrecker if you want a Nexus dive with the...
They need to get grouped here, though. They're very split up and very awkward positioning. Dinielite gets smited out by Alexander Pendrak. Good stun denies the Eve from Zach there. Marco Smooth just on his A-game with these stuns. Walks forward, looking for some damage. It will not happen, though.
Yeah. I don't think... Oh my goodness, Dinielite just doing so much damage on the return right there.
Yep. Triple auto attacks and then backs up.
Red Team trying to take advantage of the super minions right now as Charmeleon has to go deal with that. He misses from Alexander Pendrag. Leona ult. Your Xenoblade doesn't do anything.
Ooh, Dinielite stays alive on the backside of the fight. Alexander Pendrag gets popped into passive form, and Dinielite is looking to clean up this mess nice and quick, as quickly as he can. Exalted, looking for one more kill, cannot find it. Tanit 1v1 versus Charmeleon. Charmeleon is deterred. And
go do the Baron. Go do the Baron.
It's going to be a little bit of a dance here. Charmeleon looking for Genkenstein. He wants more blood. Chops him in half with his butter knife, and Nextbrain is looking for the parlay. Hits Tannen in the face. It doesn't matter. Knockout from Charmeleon. Ulti is still up. I don't know why he didn't go in for it. He's a little bit squeamish. Dinielite gets taken out by the ulti from Graves here. Tannen forced a flash over the wall, and a little bit of dancing back and forth of blue team, and they just defend their base again.
Yeah, Red Team needed to back up as soon as I got the third inhibitor. There was no... Oh my goodness, Charmeleon, though, might be in trouble as I'm winning 69 is there. Tannen with the pool dodges everything. Oh my god, that is stupid. Well,
Pool too good.
Pool too good. Though there's still probably not going to be able to get any objectives, though. I'm winning 69 does get the shiv down on the Vio Shine. I don't think he's going to be able to pick up the kill. Nice dodge on the bubble. Tannen trying to heal up on the minions. Ooh. Shivs continue to come out.
Tannen in the middle of this fight here goes under in the pool there, looking for the kill on Vioshine possibly. Bubble does actually see him long enough to get taken out by X-Brain there, but comment on why that Shaco was not able to take out Nami. Look at that build. Look at that armor.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you need a locket on top of that, but yeah. I love the Frozen Heart. I love the Frozen Heart. Randuin's might be a little excessive. You need a locket. Yeah. You need a locket against Tannen. They have a double AP comp, you need locket.
Well, you need a locket against Tannen, Genkenstein, and Leona. That's a lot of AP damage.
That is a lot of AP damage, because Leona's passive does magic damage as well. That is going to be another dragon for the red team. What is their count at now? 4? Oh my goodness. So... the answer to our question at the start of the game, is a fed Tannen enough to deal with Charmeleon? Maybe not, but a Vayne in the pocket with the Tannen is definitely enough.
Yeah, that is definitely helping out there. Not putting anything past Exalted. Exalted has done a fantastic job of this game, 25 and 10. But
it's just a question of scaling.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
It really is. You get a Vayne and a Vladimir to the super late game. It's just going to be Vayne and Vladimir running over these team fights.
Yeah, I mean, because Exalted has played phenomenally this game. We haven't mentioned him much, but he has been showing up and murking all the people he has to. It's just the game has dragged to the point where red team is hitting critical mass. Even Genkenstein is starting to get gold.
I thought it was going to be impossible for him to get